You're listening to Engage Williston, a Williston Area Chamber of Commerce podcast, brought to you by the Leadership Williston class of 2025. Your hosts are Diane Schmidt, Megan Liss, and Carmen Delaney.
Engage Williston is brought to you by Western Cooperative Credit Union. You can visit their website at wccu.org. Join the herd.
Welcome to another episode of Engage Williston. My name is Carmen. I'm joined by my co-host Diane. Meg is out today. And we have two special guests with us today. We have Shayla Bliss. Yeah, two of them. We got Shayla Bliss from Trinity Christian School, and we have Hannah Johnson from Springbrook Bible Camp. Welcome, ladies.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so we're really excited. Diane.
I know this is kind of odd. It's looking at both directions. Who should we start with first?
Yeah. I think you should go with Hannah.
Okay, Hannah, you're it.
Hannah, let's hear
She's
a
a
little bit
seasoned
about you. Yeah, that's right. You said you had a podcast before, so this is just a walk in the park for you.
Yeah, right. I had a podcast in college all about summer camp. So, of course, I ended up working for Springbrook Bible Camp once I graduated from college. So it was meant to be.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. And so what is that? Tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about Springbrook Bible Camp.
Yeah, Springbrook Bible Camp is your local Bible camp just outside of Williston, about 20 miles. It's in between the towns of Springbrook and Epping, right along the Springbrook-Epping Dam. And this is going to be our 80th summer of ministry.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, long of a program.
Yeah, so cool. We are so blessed to have been around this long, and we are owned by 42 different churches in Northwest North Dakota and Northeast Montana. So it spreads pretty far.
Oh, that's awesome. So you service a large area as well for kids from all over the western region of North Dakota and eastern Montana to come out. And how long is the summer camp? When does it go to?
Yeah, we do 2 weeks of staff training right around when Williston High School gets done, when they have their graduation. And then we have 8 weeks of summer camp this summer. And kids can come either for the day or up to a full week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is there a registration time?
Yeah, registration actually just opened last week on January 5th. Not sure when this comes out, but yeah, registration is open. You just go online to our website, springbrookbiblecamp.org, to register for summer camp. And there's a variety of camps, which is so cool. This year we added a band camp.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I know. Carmen's like, tell me more.
Yeah, it's for 6th through 9th graders. So it's always what grade they're going into the fall. And one of my friends is a music teacher in Wilton, and she was a former camper. So she's going to come and teach band camp with these kids, and they still get to go to the beach and go do high ropes. So go on the zip line and do archery. So all the fun camp things. Plus they get to hone in on their band skills.
So cool. Do they do like a performance or do they march?
Yeah, they're going to do a performance. We always do a closing worship where the parents come and get to hear the memory verses that the kids did, sing some songs, but they'll also perform the pieces that they've been working on.
That's so cool. Do they audition for this?
Nope.
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah.
wow.
I love that. That's really fun.
That is
yeah.
really.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you've got a love for music and ministry and everything, you got to go participate in that.
And
That's so
Williston
cool.
does have a pretty big
They
band.
do.
Oh my gosh. I know, Diane, you were saying that your son participated in the middle school
Yeah, a
concerts.
6th grader, and it was
Hundreds.
the biggest they've had since like 2017 or 2018.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was so big. I'm like, yay, maybe I can convince him to go do something.
There you go. Keep that up during the summer. 'Cause
Yes.
that
Would be fun for him.
Yeah, that was always hard when I was in school. Like band, you could tell who practiced during the summer and who didn't.
Oh, yeah.
So that helps keep your skills up. So that's amazing.
Yes.
When's the deadline to register?
The day before the camp starts. Pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So the procrastinator mom, like myself, can
Mm-hmm.
wait until the very last day. I'm just saying. Sometimes time just gets away from you and
Oh, 100%.
you just forget.
Especially as things get close to graduation and the end of the school year.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Awesome. And what is that website one more time for our listeners?
springbrookbiblecamp.org.
Okay. All right. So go get registered. And so how long have you been in your role? And what is your role with Springbrook Bible Camp?
Yeah, I serve as the executive director of Springbrook Bible Camp. And it's always hard to answer the question how long I've been there because I was a former camper And then I worked on summer staff for 3 summers before joining the year-round staff after I graduated and came in as the marketing and communications coordinator.
Okay.
Then moved to interim and now executive. But I've been in my role, 2 years. Yep, in the role now, which is awesome. So exciting to give back to the place that has helped me grow in my faith so much and make the best friends ever. And yeah, I mean, I'm definitely biased, but camp is definitely a dream job.
That's amazing. And I know we were talking before we started recording about having camp counselors get registered. So what are the requirements? What are you looking for in a camp counselor, and when can they get registered for that?
Yeah, our recruitment is in full swing, and we are currently hiring. Same website, springbrookbiblecamp.org, to fill out an online application. And we are looking for young adults, our camp counselors. We call them youth development interns, so it sounds better on their resume.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, that's fun.
And they will work for 10 weeks over the summer. The first 2 are staff training. The rest of the 8 are with campers. And we are looking for young adults 18 and older to be a camp counselor that love the Lord and love working with kids, because you're going to be overnight with the kids, being their main caretaker while they are there, and that you're ready to be outside all summer. We're all about being outdoors as much as we can.
Gonna get a really good tan.
That or sunburnt, one of the two.
Bring your sunscreen.
Yeah.
Bring your protective gear.
Yes.
But we hire around 30 summer staffers. So we're looking for like the kitchen staff, lifeguards,
Sure.
maintenance, our program assistants, which are like high school helpers that take photos and help run games. And yeah, so it takes a lot of people to help the summer run.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I didn't realize it was that many.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess that makes sense, though, because how many kids do you have in the program?
Last summer, we had around 500 kids.
Yeah, that takes a lot of people.
It does take a lot of people.
Oh, my gosh. That's amazing. So it sounds like it's a lot of fun no matter how you get involved.
Yeah, definitely. No matter how you're involved, it's always a fun time. It's a positive environment, and kids always just make everything so much more fun. Yeah. So you're always running around and you never know what they're going to say, which is always funny and exciting. So, and you get to be a kid yourself. You just run around, because if your kids are at the beach, you're at the beach too. If they're in the mud pit rolling around in there, you're in the mud pit too.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful location too. I know I've seen pictures of it and driven by. It is absolutely gorgeous. That's a great place to spend your summer.
Yeah, we like to call it our paradise on the prairie. Yeah. Someone once called it that, and we've taken that and run with it.
There you go. That's good marketing.
And it's you're screen free, right?
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. And I wonder if it'll help having the school systems be screen free. The kids won't have such a terrifying response, maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of addictive.
Right? Yeah. I think it's great that your summer camp is no devices.
Oh, thank you. Even our summer staff, we have them turn their phones in so that they can be fully present with the kids.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. I mean, I think the only thing that's maybe missed, and I'm sure you probably have staff that take photos to kind of commemorate that and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get the photos from our camp photographer from the summer. So they don't even get to take photos on their phone.
Oh.
And
so that would be kind of nice, though. I mean, there's still photography, then you still have that memory of that. So that's still nice.
I feel like it's better to experience it in the moment and have someone else documenting it. Because, I don't know about you all, but, when I take pictures on my phone and then I go back, I'm like, oh, yeah, I kind of forgot that happened.
Right.
You're not really building the memory if you're sitting there documenting it yourself.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That at least there's a photographer there to kind of document that. So you can be like, yeah, that did happen. I was in the mud and covered in head to toe with it. So
that's when we won the volleyball game, or I don't know.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Well, we also have Shayla with us, and I know you two have kind of some crossover, so I'm really excited to hear about that. But let's hear from Shayla about Trinity Christian School as well.
Yeah. So the same year that I moved to North Dakota and took the job at Trinity, Hannah was becoming the interim director. So we were both kind of learning similar roles in our jobs at the same time. So I feel like we kind of had this kindred deer in the headlights spirit together where we were like, we can do this, right? So it's been really nice to learn alongside Hannah and to kind of sometimes have somebody to bounce feedback on. But so I work at Trinity Christian School, and I have... when you work at a really any place, I think you wear a lot of hats, and it's a small but mighty staff. So we are a preschool through 12 school, actually. So you can enroll as of 3 years old. We require you to be 3 by the end of July, and then you can enroll. So what's nice is you can do that all the way through. And then as your other siblings come in, it's one school, one house. It kind of gives it that really sweet family environment. We have a lot of cousins and siblings, and at this point we're about 34 years, I think we're coming up on, maybe 35 years of being here in town. So we have those that founded the school, and now those first graduates have children in the school. So it's becoming the multi-generational school, which is really exciting to see. I help a lot with development. So fundraising, we have some required fundraisers. I'm the enrollment coordinator. So if you want to enroll your kiddos at school, you would give me a call, reach out to me. And then I help some with the marketing aspect of the school. So kind of all of those realms.
Lots of hats, like you said.
Lots of hats. And then you're in the hallway, somebody needs help, a toilet's clogged. You know, those fun extra little things. I learned how to shut off a toilet last year that was flooding. So you just never know what life skills. I'm sure, Hannah, you have gained a lot of life skills at camp. You've had no clue you were going to learn.
The job description doesn't include it all that you need to know, but you learned it.
It's fun. So I'm not born and raised here. I moved here in 23. We were just the classic oil field story. But I love Williston, and I just love what Trinity Christian School represents. Being able to have a preschool through 12 school here in town, I think is just so important. And I just love that just a few parents all those years ago knew that there was a need, and they prayed and they plugged in, and then, look at it all these years later, just still here. So we'll have enrollment kind of similar to Hannah. We'll have enrollment kicking off here soon. So we'll be open for enrollment probably closer to like that February timeframe for kiddos to enroll for next year. But yeah, we're excited to see what enrollment looks like coming forward, and then see where God's leading our school.
Yeah, I know both of my nephews are at Trinity.
Oh, awesome! And, what grades are they in?
Well, they both started in the pre-K program, and now my older one is in kindergarten.
Okay,
and so the younger one is in the pre-K program, and it's just so adorable. I know we got to see the Christmas choir concert.
Oh yeah, it's so cute.
It was adorable. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it's so fun to see all the different grade levels and what they were doing. The recorder.
Oh my goodness.
I was amazed.
Isn't it wild? Yeah. So last year we have a new music teacher, Mr. Malesio, and I think it was a spring concert. All of these kids, all of elementary gets up with recorders, and I was like, oh, my ears are going to bleed. And then I was shocked. They actually sounded really good. And I was like, I don't know what he did, but he's like a magician. Yeah, they sounded so good.
That was my thought too. Yeah. I was like, oh no, there's 20 plus kids with recorders. Yes. This is going to be awful. And it was beautiful. I was like, wow.
The music program has really come back. And they even marched that last year where they were back at Band Day. Small but mighty. Mr. Boyd had them out there practicing in rain and shine, ready for the day. And so it is exciting to see our band and choir program come back.
Yeah, that's amazing. It can be so different. I know, when I went from a public school to a private Lutheran school back when I was growing up in Las Vegas, the music programs were so different.
Yeah.
And so it's really cool to see a private Lutheran school that's able to well, Trinity, I suppose it's maybe not.
It's not denominational. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's so cool.
Yeah.
An amazing time. And so you both wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
We sure do.
Yeah. That's so cool. And so how is it that these programs intersect?
So in some ways, Hannah has brought in flyers for us. Whenever she's looking for campers, whether it's campers or her staff, I'm always please, get our kids, get a hold of them. I'm even thinking my daughter Isabel's going to be 14, another year, she'll be 15. That'll be right up her alley. So she gets campers from our school, I know. And then I'm not sure, have you had counselors come out of our school before?
Yeah, we have. Okay. Yeah, even this past summer, we had a maintenance guy from
good.
Trinity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I got to shout out Trinity Christian, just their servant heart for the community, because they brought their whole 7th through 12th out the other year and helped prep our campsite to
On
get
like
ready.
the windiest day
Oh,
ever.
it was so
I got a
windy.
windburn. I have never had my face like windburnt before like that, but it was so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they went through camper clothes. They cleaned up leaves and trash and organized sheds. And yeah, it was super cool that they were willing to bus out all of those kids to the camp to
In
help
2
us
waves
prepare.
because we didn't have enough buses at the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a wonderful day to just have a day of service. Yeah, for sure.
That's great. And it's fulfilling not just for you two, but like to see like the kids getting that as well, like and sharing that. That's amazing.
Yeah, to help the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we, other than that, I mean, I guess I could plug, there's a ministerial meeting that meets at Trinity Christian School on the second Wednesday, because it's after Brew Your Business.
Yes.
So we would go to Brew Your Business, and then that's for local pastors and youth pastors in the area to be able to come as a collaborative and meet. And so Hannah comes and represents Springbrook to that a lot. And so we got to know each other through that. And then right now we're focusing on Giving Hearts Day. And so there's a Williston collaborative that works through for that too, that we're kind of in the middle of too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when is Giving Hearts Day for our listeners? So they know when they should be giving their money to these amazing nonprofits.
It's February 12th, but early giving opens January 12th. So there's really a whole month of it, which is really exciting.
There we go. And I know it's like there's like website that people can go to as well.
Yeah, it's givingheartsday.org, and it's a North Dakota and like Northeast Minnesota thing. So it's pretty regional, which is super cool. And Shayla always points it out that like your dollars stay in your community.
Yeah, I think it's really important to know that sometimes you give to you think this big organization, and whenever you give to Springbrook Bible Camp or Williston Trinity Christian School or the NDAD, the money stays in your community. So you're really infusing and you're participating in a big organization, but it stays here. So you're donating locally into your not-for-profits.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't think people understand that. They think it goes everywhere.
Yeah, even if you donate straight to them and you designate one of the local Williston, it goes 100% of it comes to us. They don't keep a portion. We, as a not-for-profit, pay a small fee for the setup and all of that, but we keep all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's a great time of year to give back as well.
Yeah.
It's because during the holidays people are a little tight for money because we're spending it on giving to the people that we love, which is amazing. And then it's right before tax day.
right around Valentine's Day, whenever you're feeling the love and feeling generous.
Exactly. So that's amazing. Yeah. So and I'm going to be sure to include links to all of that as well when this podcast goes out, so that people can easily find that and are able to donate.
Yeah, the Giving Hearts Day website is really cool because there's so many filters. So you can search Williston, and then you could see all the Williston nonprofits in there and donate through that one step instead of going to Trinity Christian, then Springbrook, then Salvation Army, like going to everyone's individual website. You can just go to givingheartsday.org and click all of your favorite nonprofits and donate however much you would like that way.
Okay, so for those that don't understand, Giving Hearts is to give money to the nonprofits in our area, not just to any specific organization.
Right.
Yeah. Right. It started in 2008 as just a small way, I think, like just to give back to the local area. And it just has, I don't know the exact specifics this year, but I know since 2008, it's just picked up steam and more have decided to jump on. And so, I mean, for places like, Hannah, you have the list over there.
Do you have the list of organizations that are on there?
She does.
Okay.
Yeah. So in our Williston Collaborative, we have Western Star Literacy Center, Bethel Lutheran Foundation, Eckert Youth Home, NDAD, Williston State Foundation, Springbrook Bible Camp, Salvation Army, and Williston Trinity Christian School.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, that's quite a...
Yeah. It's a quite a big...
Yeah.
Yeah. And for those of us like Hannah and myself and all of these people, we're always finding the angle, like how do we ask for money. I mean, we need money, right? Like we need money to do the things. But I think things like Giving Hearts Day gives something to rally around. It's not just the one-off, we're having a banquet or we're having an auction. It's like this big thing. And so I always say, like, I know Hannah says it too, like, we're not competing against each other. As much as you give to me, I want to see all of our other not-for-profits succeed. And so having something like Giving Hearts Day makes it really easy, tangible, and just this bigger event where we can say, like, put it on your calendar, Giving Hearts Day is coming up. And generally once you give a few times, you got it on that like auto thing, like, oh, it's coming up. You get excited. We do some fun things. And I think it just helps us smaller not-for-profits out to be able to have these outreach days, to be able to say this is like a big donation. It's like a donation Super Bowl, like exciting. They have, like, if you happen to log in on Giving Hearts Day on that day, like they'll show you like a running tally of all the money that's being brought in, like in real time. So it's really cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah. And there's all these organizations that can benefit from people giving.
Yep.
Yeah. And all of those organizations give back so much to our communities. So it's amazing. And if you're not familiar with any of those, please do check them out, because whether it's Springbrook Bible Camp, Trinity Christian School, or any of those amazing organizations, they're all giving back to our community in meaningful ways. So yeah. Okay, well, that's so fun to talk about your organizations. I do want to dig in a little bit deeper into you guys. So we've got your Williston native, Hannah.
I'm from Grenora originally.
Okay, so you're a Western North Dakota native, basically. And so Shayla, where are you from originally?
Well, I am from Ohio, but I was born in Las Vegas. So there's a connection.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It's weird being like born in Las Vegas.
Right.
Like people hear that. They're like, what?
People are born there?
Yeah.
They don't just go there? There's children there?
Do they like have a slot machine?
Is that where you come from? The casino?
In the hospital, there might be. I don't know.
Is there casinos in the hospital?
If they're open 24/7, there might be video poker. It's like a law in Las Vegas is that if you have video poker in like Vaughn's, like an Albert, like in a grocery store or a Rite Aid, they have video. Yeah. If you have video poker, you have to be open 24/7. Very odd.
Well, there you go.
Wow. Now I want to go to the hospital there and find out if they've got video poker. Let's go on a trip.
You know, you can, well, not anymore, but we have those Sun Country flights for $75. Anyway, so tell us what, I know you said you came for the classic oil field story. What is it that is keeping you here? Williston is so special. What makes Williston special?
Yeah, I think it's going to the grocery store and actually recognizing people.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Yeah. And you can always find a connection, especially like being from Western North Dakota. Like you can always find, somebody in common. And that just makes the world feel not as big, which is really sweet. And then you can build deep, meaningful connections, or like even if they don't know you super well, like they know of you. And like you can build off of that, which is really sweet. And I think Williston does a really good job of that community support. Like there's a lot to offer in Williston, but they still have that smaller feel that like, we're going to support you. We're going to rally around you and help make this thing happen.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. My husband had worked here for, I'll say a handful of years. I think about 8. He was on a 2-2 rotation, and I just was like, you know what? I think we need to move to Williston. And he was like, what? I had come here for the first time in 2014, and there wasn't as much as there is today. And I had maybe said something like, I will never move there. Don't ever ask me. But, I always say, like, tell God no and see what happens. So I just knew this was the place that we needed to move. And I decided to move. We decided to move here in May, and I was here by July, moved in. And I was nervous. Like I come from a smaller town in central Ohio, probably about the same population. But I was like, this is a bit of a smaller environment. Will people like me? I mean, I have to take this job where I'm asking for money, and I've never done that before. What are people going to slam the door in my face? And I have to say it was like perfect timing, because literally Brew Your Business kicked off, and I was like, oh, I guess I got to go meet people. And I just showed up. And I got to know so many people just simply through Brew Your Business, through doing other networking events. And I agree, it's like the same thing. I go to the coffee shop one of 35 in this town that I love something specific everywhere I go. But I just feel like everyone was so kind and welcoming. And there's so many, I was worried my kids would be bored, and there's so many events if you get plugged in. There's no part of me that wishes I wouldn't have moved here, or that, you know, wishes it was different here. I just love the people, the atmosphere, the small town feel. It's refreshing to me being here.
Yeah, it's like you have to, if you want stuff to do, you have to go out and find it, right?
Yeah.
No one's going to come to your house, knock on your door and be like, hey, do you want to come out and play? I mean, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. But there is this little thing called Facebook, and you could go to events and you could search events, because pretty much everybody puts, so if you say there's nothing to do here, I think you're not looking. I mean, I really think there's plenty to do, especially with like open skate all winter is so good for my kids to just go. And
Yeah. And I know I had the same sentiment of like, I'll never move to North Dakota. I always enjoyed visiting, like as a kid, because my family's been up here for a long time, and I enjoyed visiting during the summer.
Yeah.
But I was like, I couldn't live there. It's just so small, being from big cities and everything like that. So I guess it was the opposite of me, from like being born and raised in Las Vegas and then going to school in Phoenix, Arizona. And I was like, how could I even survive in such a small town? But it's amazing. And it is cool going to like Albertsons or the local coffee shop, and people be like, hey. It's like, oh my gosh, hey, how's it going? Almost everywhere. And I think like the nature of my work. Like I met so many people so quickly, not just through Beer Your Business, but all of our networking events with the chamber. And so now, like, my family is like, oh, my gosh, I think you know more people than we do.
Oh, that's my husband. He's like, I worked here for 11 years, and why do you know so many people? And my kids are like, Mom, we can't go to the grocery store. We're going to talk to everybody. And I'm like, sorry.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
As long as you kind of got that extrovert, or even like an extroverted introvert in you, where you can handle that, like it is really just enjoyable. And I everyone who I've met is just so kind, and I definitely had kind of this preconception of like what I thought it was going to be, and completely wrong about everything.
So I think everyone hears North Dakota and they hear the wind chill 30 below and
it
stuff.
gets a little cold here.
And so I tell my friends, it's not like we hang out outside when it's 40 below.
I mean, the children do on recess, right?
Yeah, maybe. Not when it's 40 below, but I mean, it's not like we're having parties outside. We're like inside. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's just like growing up in the desert, you know, when you got 120 degrees outside. You're not hanging out outside.
Oh, I would rather be outside at 120 degrees. I will stand out there. My husband thinks I'm weird. I will stand out there in the sun and just be like, oh, that felt so good. And he's like, oh my God, you're weird.
It's like,
I love the cold. Burning. I love the snow. Bring it.
Me too. I do enjoy the cold. And I mean, growing up in it, I guess maybe that's what made me dislike it so much. And just like the commute, whenever you're driving anywhere and like you get into your car and you've got like the metal, the metal seatbelt. If you accidentally touch the steering wheel when you touch that, you got to have oven mitts.
Right.
It's crazy, but it different strokes for different folks.
Right. Hannah, do you ever see campers in the wild?
Yeah. Anytime I recognize a kid, I'm like, it has to be from camp. Right? Or if somebody's looking at you.
They look at you like, wait, you left?
Yeah.
You exist outside of the camp? What?
I feel like that's probably the same for teachers. Anytime you see a teacher out in the wild.
Oh, yeah. That's a weird
especially
feeling.
when they grow so much, right? You see them, they're smaller, and then they grow, and they're just like, oh my gosh, you've grown so much.
Yeah.
What's been wild for me is I used to babysit a lot of my now staff members. So that's been like a weird transition. Or I was their camp counselor and now they're on my kitchen team or whatever. Yeah. So that's been like, you're old enough for this? Right. This is wild.
But that's so special because that was such an important part for you growing up, was being part of camp, and now you get to see that further. That's cool. Yeah, that's got to be so special for you.
Yeah, it's so sweet. And then even when our summer staffers who were former campers, they're like, I want to give back. Like, I thought my counselors were the coolest people ever. And I was like, I did too. Right. They are so cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the people that influence you have they carry such a special place in your heart, right? Because you remember how much of a positive influence they've had on you.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that until you're older.
Right. You have such impact. Yeah. Yeah, Hannah, you really do. I feel like at school we have a long time to get to these kids. And I mean, it's like fast and hard and quick. Right. And then you've got to make an impression to make them want to come back either again that summer for another camp or the following year. So
I think that's amazing. Fun stuff. Like with teachers,
yes,
you're making everybody do
We
math,
try to make school fun, but yes, they must do, as my son calls, the boring stuff sometimes.
So at least the camp counselors, and that's the other thing too, is that they're kind of more of like the peer level. Like it's not someone who's like maybe a parent or someone who's a little bit older. It's like kind of like, wow, that's a teenager. Yeah, that's gonna be me. I want to be like that camp counselor. It's like really kind of like a cool person. Oh no, that's old to say.
I don't know what the terminology is anymore. I've given up trying to remember because apparently cooked is no longer cool and Riz is old. So I've given up.
It goes so fast.
Yeah.
But that's the person I want to be like when I'm their age. And
Yeah. Somebody once said there's something about the relationship between college-aged adults and kids. Because they're like, this person wants to hang out with me. Right. Like, this is so cool. And how you're talking about that peer level. Because the kids are only there for up to a week. So we're not trying to reparent them. We're not their parents. We're there to love them as Jesus loves them, teach them the gospel, and have fun.
Yeah.
Let kids be kids and just run around and be outside and play in the mud and try new skills. Yeah.
But it's different because you're not their family, right? So you don't have to be around them. You're choosing to be around them. And that is huge for a kid.
Yeah. Especially we get a lot of foster kids at camp too. And we're very blessed to have generous donors. So foster kids come for free.
That's very nice.
So any listeners who have foster kids or know some foster kids, send them our way and they can come for free. So that's been really sweet. We've had some foster kids who are separated out with different families, but they got to come to camp the same week. So they got to be with their siblings, which was super cool.
Oh, that's
that
sweet.
Is cool. So that's, I might be wrong on this, correct me if I'm wrong, but so do you work with like Eckert closely for that?
We work with Eckert on different things. Like they'll bring their students out to camp in the off season and we'll do events with them.
That's cool.
But we haven't done a ton of summer camp things with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Huh. Again, this community, Williston is just so cool.
Yeah. I think that really Springbrook is kind of like a hidden gem. I hate that it's hidden.
Yeah.
Because like our basketball boys have come out too for like a retreat, like a team building retreat too. And I think that, I mean, Hannah could speak to that, but I think it's maybe underutilized in the off season in such a great place. And sometimes I'll even have people say, there's a Christian school in town. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, where? I'm like, you know where New Hope is? They're like, yeah. I was like, it's right behind that. Oh, that's what that building is? With the giant sign?
The giant sign that says Trinity School?
Yeah, it's Williston Trinity Christian School. But yeah, I know. Some of these hidden gems, we don't want them to be hidden. We want you to know they're there.
Yeah, exactly. So like you were saying, we don't just do summer camp. We have retreats the 9 other months of the year. And a lot of them are different groups. They're churches, youth groups, their family reunions, their basketball teams. Trinity Christian boys basketball has come out 2 years in a row now. And the first year we did high ropes and we did like team building activities with them. In November, I wore my snow pants to belay those kids.
Oh, wow.
They're built different in
Seriously,
North Dakota.
Williston, kids are super tough.
Built different,
I know. I saw a kid walking around in shorts at
10
10 below, and I was like, are you for real right now?
I think it's going to be like 50 today. So I know. Bust out the tank tops.
Warm.
Yeah.
It's kind of warm today. That's cool. Are there any kind of like businesses that like go out and do kind of like
Yeah, businesses can come do retreats too. We've even had some churches that'll come and like plan for their upcoming year. Like Life Church will come out and just have a staff getaway, do some team bonding. I'll lead them in low ropes and
could like a board of directors do like
definitely.
My gears
it's a
are
great
spinning.
idea.
I mean, that's good for team building. I mean, when you got a change in roles, you know, got a new CEO, new president, new whatever.
Yeah, and I love that it's just out of town enough to be inconvenient to run back in town. That way it makes you stay there. You're like, I'm just going to go run for this or that. Like, no, you're here. You're committed. Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay.
I know. Look at that. Your wheels are turning.
They sure are. So cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. What else? Williston is amazing. And we can't say it enough on this podcast. And it's funny that you brought it up, Shayla, because I think we say it maybe every episode that if you say that there's nothing to do, you're just not paying attention.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there's something at the Raymond Center every single weekend. I mean,
Those like boards always are like vendor show,
right?
Or, you know,
vendor show, gun show, something show, open skate, hockey game to go watch. Yeah.
I wish I would close it when my husband drives by when he says gun show.
Yes, me too.
But,
I gotta peek.
He's like, I gotta go. No,
or when
don't.
the hot tub people come back in town, that's always nice. Every year I have to convince myself not to buy the hot tub. Yeah.
His thing now is an RV camper.
Oh, yes. Do it. Buy the camper. We bought the camper, and it makes you vacation and go away.
That's what he's saying.
Do
he's
it.
Like, I'm like, we should just do it. I'm like, just do it.
You
Let's
won't
just
regret
go look at
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Because, you know, like, and I feel like we talk about it a lot with our guests as well. Like, there's a lot of really cool places to travel to, but, like, there's nothing like coming back home.
Yeah.
To Williston.
Yeah. Williston does have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And it is what you make of it. If you are negative and you think negative thoughts, that's all you're going to find here.
That's so true. Yeah. And, you know, I actually despise city traffic now that I've lived here.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you're probably going like me. Like, I mean, in Ohio, it's like zipper merges on top of a zipper merge, and you're going 90 miles an hour, and you're terrified. And I come out here, and my husband's like, watch for like giant animals on Highway 2. Yeah. And I'm like, or like semis trying to cross the highway. Like, that's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. And like, even the traffic we had, you know, here in town when they were redoing that whole 4-way, I was like, in Ohio, this would have taken like 7 years. So good job, city. That was actually pretty well done. Yeah. When I go home, I get anxiety driving with all the people on like a 6-lane highway.
Yeah. And like, growing up in Las Vegas, like I always would joke that they just don't manufacture blinkers.
Right? No, why would you? You're just going.
And there'll just be some jerk zipping going like 110 on like the 215 beltway where everyone is trying to just like white knuckle and survive, and then just weaving through, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's me weaving through.
Right? To be honest, that was me in high school, and then
that's because that's all you knew.
Yeah.
And then you move here, and you're like,
See, my husband's from North Dakota, so I drive in the big city. I drive we're everywhere we go. He's like, it's your turn to drive. Okay, don't say anything. You just sit there, be quiet. You let me
close
drive.
your eyes. Breathe. Trust me, I got this.
I'm driving. I grew up in a big city, so I'm driving.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, and now it's just like I think when I went to Denver with some friends, I was the driver because I drove to Denver and they flew there, so that we were all driving my car, and I was stressed.
Yeah.
Oh, it was stressful. And then when I got back to Williston, I was like,
yeah. Although I've gone everywhere and I've still not seen a moose or an elk. So if you guys find one, shoot me. Everyone's always talking about, they're like,
there's always a moose in town somewhere.
Really?
Yeah. There's always one in town somewhere. You just never see it.
Out by like Acme Tools, I guess there's like a moose that hangs around over there. What? And I'm like, I thought this was like the land of the moose and elk, and I've seen nothing.
Yeah, the police usually put out, there's usually a baby moose, don't go. They usually put out some sort of notice, but I've never seen it personally. There's always a notice.
What's the difference between elk and deer? Because I think I've seen deer.
Well, they're much smaller.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the deer. They hang around. By like
deer are all over Ohio. I want to see the giant animals.
Yeah.
I want to see the ones that can like walk over my car.
Sometimes we get moose out at camp.
Yeah, holler at me. Do you guys see a lot out there?
Yeah, every now and then there's some moose at camp, so I'll let you know, Shayla.
You should. Yeah.
Take a picture.
You're like, come now. They're here.
I know.
Yeah. Post it on the Facebook and tag all of us.
Yeah. We went to see the bison and the bighorn sheep and everything, but I want to see. Yeah.
That would be cool.
I would be scared to see it while driving. It would be cool, like taking a hike or something, but not in my car.
Yeah.
I'll avoid that. Chunky would lose his mind. My dog would absolutely just bark and freak out, I think.
Yeah.
Let me out.
Well, today we had our very first coffee donated to us by Three Beans. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Their coffee's super good. So if you haven't tried them, try them. 3 Beans Coffee has donated our coffee today for our episode. So thank you, Three Beans.
Thank you, Three Beans. I love going to their drive-thru when it's like not a ton of cars. And then, I'm always like, I saw, was it like Christmas Day? Their line was all the way.
And they were
down
open
the
for
street.
New Year's. And it was like
yeah.
so crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
You got to get your coffee for your travel.
That's right. Yeah. And people were willing to wait. That line was.
I was gonna go get some, but I'm like, I'll just wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait till Friday, and then I'll go.
Oh my gosh, seriously. Diane, I don't know. Did you get a fun question?
I didn't do a fun question because I wasn't really sure.
I told them about the fun question, so I don't know
Okay.
if we want to think of a fun question.
Want to think of a fun question?
We can reuse one.
We can stick with coffee.
Yes.
If you were a coffee drink, what coffee drink would you be?
I know, Hannah, you said you're not much of a coffee
Yeah.
drinker, so
Okay.
like a tea drink,
drink?
or even just like a fun like milkshake or something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What drink, any
drink would
drink,
you be?
best describes you?
These are definitely camp questions that we ask, so I should know some of these. Like the getting to know you, break the
Yep.
ice.
Yeah.
Like if you could have any 5 liquids come out of your fingers, what would they be?
Ooh,
like a
That's good one.
dispenser.
Write that one down for next time.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I enjoy a plain, simple latte. It's like delicious. It's not sweet, so you can have a sweet with it. And I have been accused of being a little bit of a fashionista today. I'm dressed in my, what do we call
Denim
this?
on
My
denim.
double denim.
Double denim.
My double denim. What is it? Canadian tuxedo? Is that what that's called?
Yes, it is. That's right.
But I just think it's like short, sweet, and just a depth of character there. You know, a good strong latte can just set my whole day right.
And it heavily leans on having a good espresso.
Yes. It has to be
espresso.
good. I that's usually, if you can't make me a good latte, I'm probably not going to visit your spot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my measure of success for a
Me too.
coffee shop too.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Well, I'm definitely a smoothie drinker.
Okay.
So maybe like strawberry banana.
Like
That's
a classic.
Yep,
Yes.
yep, classic. Also, my name is Hannah, so Hannah
Hannah
Banana.
Banana,
I call that all the
Important
time.
thing.
Oh yeah.
And you have
Yeah.
strawberries on today?
I do.
Oh my gosh. So
There
you're
you go.
Hannah
Yeah.
banana strawberry
Strawberry,
smoothie.
okay.
Yeah.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yep, classic. If we're feeling up for it, maybe some whipped cream.
Okay.
Switch it up, get a little sweetness in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I know I love peanut butter chocolate smoothies.
Oh, yeah.
Those are
With
good.
banana. I had a friend who made that for me like in middle school one time on my basketball team and I was hooked.
Do you get the Chunky Monkey over at Fresh Palette?
Yeah.
I mean, or the Spunky Monkey, is that what it's called? I'm probably getting it wrong. Sorry, Tara and Lacey. Spunky Monkey? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. I do love a good, chocolate banana peanut butter combo. It's just so good.
Yeah, I hate bananas.
No.
That's okay. I'll forgive you guys.
Okay.
I usually just ask for a surprise coffee. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. So I'm like, just give me a surprise coffee. I don't want pumpkin or orange, and whatever it is, I'll try it. I'll try it once. If I don't like it, then I won't do it again.
I love that.
because that is so
Adventure.
you. Like you're very adventurous and you're willing to try new things.
Yep. Try anything once. If I don't like it, then I don't have to do it again.
There you go. Those are great answers. I love that. Anything else that you want to plug for our listeners while we have you here?
Yeah, I think one thing we forgot to mention is with Giving Hearts Day, it's matching funds.
Yes.
Oh, matching funds.
So
Yes.
it's double the fund. So if you donate $10, that becomes $20. And so every organization will have a different amount for how much they're going to do for matching funds. So it's
Yeah.
super sweet. So yeah, if you want to give 500, now it's 1,000. So
Yeah, that's really important.
So matching funds on February 12th.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and you don't have to wait. You used to have to wait. So for those who have given to Giving Hearts Day, sometimes you get in a loop where you think I have to wait to give until that day. They've made it to where you can start donating early. So if you have a check or if you want to pay online, you can do that early, which is really great.
I'll be sure to include that in the description of this video so people see that.
So it's
matching
open now.
funds.
It's open now until February 12th.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you want to give that website one more time?
Yeah, it's givingheartsday.org.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And then your camp's website one more time.
springbrookbiblecamp.org.
And is there a good website for Trinity?
Yes, we are WTCSND. WTCS.org.
WTCS.
Like Williston Trinity Christian School, North Dakota.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much for
thank you
joining
for
us
joining us.
today.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
This was fun. I was a little terrified, but it was great.
No, we're not
easy.
scary. Yeah, we're so fun to talk to. I know. It's because
Carmen's
Diane
awesome.
and I are amazing. All right. Well, have a great rest of your day, and thank you for all of our listeners for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
All right.
Thank you.
you.